you can wait. Yes, I'm sharing my. Is it okay now?
Yes, doctor, but you need to open the Mentimeter. It's disconnected.
Yes, okay, no problem. I don't find the
Yeah,
screen.
if just open Chrome on the left side. There's a Chrome.
You can take
Okay, let me just request control.
Just a moment, please. We are preparing your lecture today. Firstly, today I will answer you all your general questions, which the students always ask me about those questions. First of all, if I study law, what I will work in my future? I can tell you that you can work a lot of jobs. Studying law will open the doors for you. So you can work as a lawyer, a judge, a legal expert, and you can work in diplomatic sections. Each foundation has its own legal department, so you can work any place. So, first of all, I want to tell you to take the Mentimeter's code to answer my question, which I uploaded on Mentimeters. So you can find the code above the screen, and you can insert this code, which you will find it. Now, let me start with our module. Firstly, I found a message from Abu Dhabi University by our chairman. Really, I like.
But if we can just, Doctor, if we can just put the instruction for the Mentimeter, the code, so that can all the attendees to join. I'll just.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. As my colleague said, when you use Mentimeter, you will find this code or tab on our QR code with your phones. Or you can center the number 834-8716. Okay, thank you. Let's come back to our presentation. There is a saying for our chairman, I like it and I believe in it, that Abu Dhabi University has forged a path of excellence by implementing innovative initiatives and international standards in teaching, reach, and community service. Really, I like this saying because really we are fighting to take our place among all universities. If you join our university, you will find a lot and you will learn a lot. Regarding College of Law, I have my own message for College of Law. So we work to impart value-based legal education with the commitment to serve society. If we protect the law shall protect us, really. If we understand the law will save our life. We will manage our life legally. So we will live in a good way. I like law, and I will let you know how to like law, how I will teach you how to practice law, from how to establish your own business later. The law alone that brings equality amongst unequal people. So all peoples become equal upon the law, and that will be the aim of the law. In this module focuses on the legal information that helps the individual build his own business project. It explains the regulations and laws in the UAE, such as the forms of legal companies, and helps determining the appropriate company form for each project. So now I will start with you by watching a video, and a small short video will show us the business, how to start a small business in Abu Dhabi and the requirements for this business. We have to listen to this video and watch it. Then we will discuss about it by showing you all the requirements for our business, private business, and how can we establish our business by choosing the form of company and whatever we need. And we will answer the common and famous questions about how to start your own business. Now, let me watch this business, please. This video, please.
How to start a business in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is the capital of the UAE and one of the most preferred offshoring destinations in the world. It accounts for 95% of the country's total oil reserves and offers diverse investment opportunities in almost all economic sectors. There are two modes of company formation in Abu Dhabi. Mainland. A mainland company can carry out business in as well as outside the UAE. Free zone. A free zone company can operate directly only within the free zone or outside the UAE. There are currently 8 free zones in Abu Dhabi. The steps to incorporate a business in Abu Dhabi are: choose a legal form. The different entities available are mainland and free zone. Choose a business activity to obtain the license. A commercial license in Abu Dhabi can be issued primarily for the following sectors: oil and gas, agriculture, consulting, manufacturing, tourism, food and beverage, real estate, and healthcare. Register your trade name and obtain initial approval. Apply for business registration and get special approvals from other relevant authorities depending on the business activity. We at CommitBiz provide you with strategic business inputs, handle all the legal documentation, and give complete business advisory solutions. Contact us today for a quick and effective business incorporation in Abu Dhabi.
Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned.
Now we listen to the video. Please, now you can register your own questions about what you heard in this video, because this video underlines all the main points we have to discuss now today for this lecture. The main point that we have two main of companies, land companies and free zone companies. We will distinguish between those companies and show you the meaning of those types of companies and what is the difference between them. Also, we have to take license for our business, small business, to start our business. We have many kinds of license that depends on nature of our business, if it is industrial, commercial, depending on agriculture, whatever you will choose. So you have to take a license from the authorized government. Let we see now the general documents required to set up a mainland companies in UAE. What I mean by mainland companies: traditional companies, far from online companies and free zone companies. So mainland companies, the traditional type, the traditional shape for companies, as we know, you can go to any place and find Muhammad company, Muhammad and his partners company. You heard a lot about those kinds of companies. So we can call those kinds of companies mainland companies. And I will tell you now all the required documents. But firstly, I want to mention you that you can register your questions and I can reply your questions in both languages. So you can ask in Arabic or English, because I know that the legal idioms, sometimes it is difficult to understand by school students, because in general we use complicated idioms, legal idioms. You don't have to understand now in your age. You will learn a lot about those idioms in the future if you choose to study law. But I promise I can reply your questions in any language you choose. Now, what are the documents required to set up a mainland companies in UAE? First of all, we need Emirates ID for citizens. Sure, that's enough for citizens to show their Emirates ID, while the foreign people have to show or present the certified passport copies for all shareholders and managers. A copy of UAE residence, if applicable. So if he is living in UAE, so he has the shareholder or the partner has a residence visa in UAE, he has to present this a copy of it. No objection certificate, which we call NOC. NOC, as you know, we heard a lot about it. So if you work in any foundation or any department, you have to take an NOC letter from this department or this foundation to like a permission to do your own job by yourself without depending on this foundation. Certified proofs of address for each shareholder. Sure, we have to know at a government, because we are the government. For example, the Ministry of the Chamber of Commerce, for example, in Abu Dhabi, I have to know where each shareholder lives and know his address. So if I have any letter, formal letter, or I have to contact with him, I have to know his address. Sure. CV for each shareholders to know the skills, about the skills for each one, to know what he works, because if he is working in a commercial side, so he will take a license for a commercial project, not industrial project. So the authorized sites has to know everything about this shareholder, and bank reference to know his money, how much money he has. Okay, if those money are suitable to establish his own business or not. If he hasn't or doesn't have any money, so we will not take the permission to establish his own business. You have to know that you have to have money to establish your own business. If the shareholder is to be a corporate entity, the required documents will include the following: a memorandum and articles of the companies. So the terms of this company, each company has to know that it has to create its own terms, okay, how to deal with others, how to deal with employers and employees, how to manage its money in the future, if it lose or if it have in the future profits, etc. A power of attorney, so the legal department, the lawyer which you will depend on to help you how to establish your own business. But here in our lecture, you will be the lawyer. You will be the attorney of law. You will handle your own business. So you will do it by yourself, inshallah. I wish that for all of you, or all our students nowadays have imaginations and initiatives to create their own business and become, each one want to become a boss in the future. Sure, I believe in your skills. Really sure you will be in that place in the future. let we continue. In general, first, we have to know what is the meaning of company. Yeah, really, it's a good question. What is the meaning of a company? If any student doesn't know what is the meaning of the company, I will tell you now. A company is a legal entity formed by a group of individuals to engage in and operate a business. So a company is a group of people or individuals come together to establish a small business, to help, to give a service for the society and be good, take a good place in the society to help this society. Yeah. This company will become commercial or industrial, no problem. That depends on the nature of the activity which the partners need to work in. A company may be organized in various ways for tax and financial liability purposes. So each company has the shape of liability. Okay, we will know more in next coming slides about liability in each company. But now I don't want you to feel worried. So now we will give you a question. I will take your suggestion to discuss together about this question. What are the fields that you want to work in? Give me your suggestions. Then after that, I will take your suggestions to establish those suggestions in a good way and choose for those suggestions the forms of companies which are suitable for those suggestions. First, you can take your time and insert the code by menti.com. The code will be 8348716. I will give me a minute or a few minutes to insert that. And now I will receive your suggestions. Now I'm waiting your suggestions. You can give me some suggestions to know and to know what are you thinking about your future. Hospitality, good idea, very good idea. Medicine, good. So you will be the person who is thinking about that, will be a nice doctor, a successful doctor, and this doctor will establish his own hospital. We have a lot of suggestions. Oh my God, it's great. Wow, media. Yeah, sure, great. Media, you have to take your permission or license from the government for media department. Great. Technology, great. What else? Yeah, military. Oh, good. Military, yeah, you remind me about military. The people who study law can join for a military side, can work with the army, can work with the safety. Yeah, you will, studying law will open all doors for your future. Yes, great. What else? I cannot read all of those. Good suggestions, really. Yes, I like it. Yeah, great. Agriculture. Yeah, great, nice. Space sector. Yes, it is a new option nowadays to study space sector. It's also, we have this college in our colleges. You can study this program. Good, great. Low languages. We cannot ignore the effect of low languages, which I can let you know more about languages, of how to use the language in law, the suitable and the simple language, but it will be formal one. Okay, anyway, I received a lot of answers. All of them are perfect, amazing. I like them. Really, all of those fields, you can prepare your own business by yourself. You will be the boss. I will give you simple information in general, suits with your age, to understand a little bit about companies. Then in the future, you will know more about your style or your type of company. Let we continue now. We said before that we have two main companies, free zone companies and mainland companies. But in each one, we can establish all kinds shapes of companies as small shapes of companies. For example, we have money company and people company. So in free zone company, you can establish money company or people company. And also mainland company, you can establish money company or people company. What is the difference between money companies and people companies? I can tell you simply, in a simple way, that money companies depend on money, just money. For example, I will give you examples to understand the idea. It's better than talking general information. As you know, there are a lot of famous companies all over the world. For example, let me talk about Aramco company. It is American and Saudi Arabia, in Saudi Arabia, American company. All of people know a lot about this company. So some people buy shares in this on internet, yeah, and buy shares in this company. Yes, in this company, it focuses on the money, how much money you share in this company. Just it focuses on the amount of money. So if you buy, for example, 10 shares in 100,000 dirhams or Saudi riyal, for example, so we will see Muhammad, which he owns 100 Saudi riyal, we will see 100 Saudi. No, we will not see him as a Muhammad. No, I'm as a management of the company, okay, I'm focusing on the amount of money which Muhammad give it to me, to my company, to invest in my company. So in money company, we focus on your money. That's it. Dot. Let we go to the people companies. People companies, we are focusing on the person, the reputation of this person. Okay? So, for example, you know that Mahmoud and Haytham, for example, working in agriculture. Okay? You know that they are good manner, they have good manner, and they work in a good way, and they give service, a good service. So you will go to those persons because those persons are famous by their manners. They are good in the society. So in people companies, you will focus on the people, on the reputation of those people. Okay, that's it. I will not continue more about those kinds of companies to keep the idea clear. Okay, so I said, I will repeat, you can establish your own business in a free zone or at mainland, in Abu Dhabi Emirate, or Dubai Emirate, Sharjah Emirate, any Emirate, no problem. So you have two options. When you choose the big option, for example, mainland company, you will choose from the smaller options. You will choose people company or money company. That depends on your nature of your job or your activity. So if your activity needs a lot of money, you will go to money companies. If your activity depends on a professional service, you will go to people companies. Let we talk more about those companies. Okay. In those companies, money and people companies, you will find all those kinds companies. Before talk about them, you can register your questions or Q&A to raise your hand to give me some questions. No problem. As I said, stay with me please in Arabic. خليكم معي أنا كتير سعيدة فيكم. No problem. Anytime you can contact me, and in any language I'm here to help you, to give you a good service about our law. Okay, or to give you good academic information about College of Law. Now we will go to the next step about kinds of our companies. So you have general partnership. This is the first kind of people company, which we talked about, that we go to this company which owned by Muhammad and Mahmoud, because we know that those people are very good. We go to take their service. Good, great. But what about liability for this company? What about liability? We can say that in this company, all the partners are responsible about all the debts of this company. So if, for example, if there is a debt about 100,000 dirhams, Muhammad can pay this amount by himself alone, then come back to Mahmoud. Or can Mahmoud pay this amount by himself, then come back to Muhammad? No problem. So فينا نقول in Arabic مسؤولية مطلقة لكل البارتنرز. Okay? All partners has the same liability upon this company. Okay, what is the second type of people company? The next one is second type. Limited partnership. What is it? Limited partnership consists of two kinds of partners. The first partners is the same for the previous one, Muhammad and Mahmoud. So has big or unlimited liability in his project. He will pay all the money related to this company, no problem. But the second part will be the one who give a little bit money, and he will take profits related to this, to the money he shared just. So if I am from the second type, let me say I'm Lina, okay? I will participate in this company. In Arabic also, I'm with you. I want to encourage you to keep with me. If I'm Lina, I want to participate in the limited partnership. I will give Muhammad and Mahmoud, for example, little bit money to invest my money. Then at the end of the year, they will give me, for example, 2,000 as a profit, but their profits will be more and more because their liability is big. So their profits will be bigger than me. My liability will be limited, okay? And my profits will be limited also. Okay, what is the third type? Limited liability company. This type is the first type of money company. It's depend on money. So for example, Omar, Lina, Muhammad, Mahmoud, Aisha, Basima, all of those put little bit of money, shares, okay, and invest our money, okay, in importing and exporting vegetables, for example. So our profit at the end of the year will be the same, or depends how much you give or you establish in this company. That's it. Okay, so your liability will be limited, as if you remember the second time of partners in the previous company, their liability were limited. Okay, the same. We have, you know, and you heard a lot about joint stock company. Joint stock company هي بنسميها شركة المساهمة. تمام؟ معي انتو شركة المساهمة. There are many services we can give it by this kind of company. For example, banking. البنوك دايما we give this service by joint stock company. Always. We cannot establish a bank. This is the law. We cannot establish a bank by limited partnership, general partnership. No. We have to establish our banks by joint stock companies. That's it. But we have two kinds of شركة المساهمة. Stay with me, okay? Public, so the government will be with us, okay, as a partner, or we can open this company to anyone to establish his money with us. So you can find private joint stock company, you can find private banks, you can find public banks. So we have شركة المساهمة. We call it شركة المساهمة. I will give you the meaning of those companies in Arabic to take your attention. First of all, general partnership, we say it شركة التضامن. التضامن, all of partners are stay together, and all of them has open unlimited liability about their company. Limited partnership, شركة التوصية البسيطة هي اللي فيها نوعين من الشركاء. Limited liability company شركة محدودة المسؤولية، شركة من شركات الأموال. Joint stock company public شركة مساهمة عامة. Private joint stock company شركة مساهمة خاصة. Great. We will come back to next companies. We will talk about civil company. Civil company give civilian service, okay? So that depends on its nature. Local company branch, for example, ADNOC is a famous company, can open a branch for it in another Emirates. So we say local company branch. فرع شركة محلية. GCC company branch أي فرع لشركة خليجية. تمام. So you can open in Bahrain. You can open in Saudi Arabia, UAE or Emirates company. So this Emirate company can open a branch in Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia, whatever. We have also foreign company branch. For example, American company can establish a branch for its activity here in Abu Dhabi, okay, or in any emirate, no problem. Free zone company branch, also the same. We can establish a free zone company in free zone in Abu Dhabi or a free zone in Dubai. So we will make many branches in free zone in Dubai. For example, Muhammad will establish a company in a free zone in Dubai and will open a new branch for his company also in the free zone. Sole establishment, we call it in Arabic المشروع الفردي أو المؤسسة الشخصية الفردية التي تتكون من فرد واحد, which is established by one partner. As you know, all of you dream to establish your own business by yourself and you will be the alone partner. Okay, at the end, what is the holding companies? Those kinds of companies has a big umbrella and can insert all the previous companies under its umbrella. Okay, we call it الشركة القابضة. You know a lot about this idiom, الشركة القابضة. In Emirates, in the UAE, we find a lot of holding companies and successful holding companies really, because give a good service and respect the person who received the service and give a lot of services. Now, I'm waiting to collect your answers. To not feel boring, this lecture is boring, I inserted for you a new question related to Mentimeters. So you can go to Menti, okay, and insert your answer. What is the legal age for starting a business in UAE? Give me answers. I will give you 2 minutes to give me answers. I inserted for you 3 options, so you can choose now. Guess, what is the legal age for starting a business in UAE? Okay, 18, 21, 25. Okay, we have 3 options. Look, all of people knows that 18 age is a suitable time to establish your own business, because this is a general idea. Yes, sure. If you take a permission from the judge, you can do it by yourself. But let we go to civil law. Okay, we will depend on the law, the civil law, القانون المدني الذي يتكلم عن السن الطبيعي للمسؤولية القانونية. When the person can take obligations and rights. In general, okay, in Emirates, the legal age is 21. Okay, perhaps you take a shock, but السن القانوني في الإمارات هو 21 عام وحتى إنها بين القمرية والميلادية إحنا في عنا 21 years old يلي هي بتطلع 20 سنة و4 أشهر قمرية. تمام. All of us know that 18 is the correct answer. I will tell you that if you are 18, you can take a permission to start your own business, but the legal age in the UAE is 21. Okay, so in this age, you will take all obligations and rights upon the law. Will we go now to another common questions? Now, I divided my lectures into questions, not to give you general information. I prefer to depend on this way to explain my ideas. It's better. I think it's better. When I answer the common questions, I believe that I will give you more information or correct information. Okay? We will start. What is the meaning of mainland company? I explained before, but I want to emphasize about the meaning of mainland companies. A mainland company is an onshore company. Onshore company in Arabic شركة برية تقوم على البر وليس not sea company وليس في تأسيس entity في البحر مثلا. And the license to establish the entity is issued by the Department of DED, okay, Department of Economic Development in Abu Dhabi of the respective emirate بالإمارة المعنية أو المحددة. أنتم بتروحوا على الجهة المسؤولة عن هذا النشاط بالإمارة المحددة وبتقدموا على اللايسنس. A mainland business is allowed to do a business in the local UAE market as well as outside UAE without any restrictions. That means UAE don't force people to present more documents differ than other countries. يعني لا يوجد أي شيء مختلف عن البلاد الأخرى أو شيء strict عن البلاد الأخرى. بالعكس الإمارات تقدم التسهيلات للforeign business. Different type of license under mainland are I will give you different types. If you want to work in something like agriculture, for example, that we will call it professional. If you work in engineering company, so that's it, professional license, because you give something related to instructions. Commercial license, if you need to make a company related to importing and exporting vegetables, for example, fruits, anything like that. Okay, just bring materials from outside or send materials to outside, that's it. You will take commercial license. Industrial license, if you want to create new materials, create your new services. Tourism license, yes, if you want to work in tourism, so you have to take tourism license. Okay, we will talk more also about free zone. What is it, free zone? What is the difference between a free zone and launch company? I will answer you in general before reading the information that free zone is the same company which I establish it at land, on land, okay, or onshore companies, but the tax will be different, okay, free tax, or they will manage the tax in a different way. So that's it, the difference between a free zone and mainland company. So free zone in UAE were created with an aim to boost international business in the UAE through providing 100% foreign ownership. This is a good chance, very good chance to establish the foreign business in UAE, okay? And to be owned by 100% from foreign ownership. I will give you a new information that the new commercial law give us, it comes about less than 1 month. The new articles give us new information that the foreign people can establish in UAE without a citizen. So we can establish 100% will be in UAE. There are many different free zones and each has its own requirements concerning activities as well as office space. For example, it needs to be a cheaper and easier process. What else? What we have here else new question. Is it necessary to live in UAE to start a business there? A lot of people ask me about this issue. I want to start a business in UAE because I know that UAE is an international place and a famous place, amazing place all over the world, and anyone can invest his money there. Why? Why the successful government, okay, can collect more investors? Why? Who can answer me? I answer my students that the good laws will take more investors. When the government give good laws, good quality of laws for investing, that will protect the investors. So that will encourage investors to come to this city and establish their money, invest their money. So the successful area, successful country will offer good laws of investment that will give you safe investing in your future and encourage people to put their money in this place. So the answer here in our question, is it necessary to live in UAE to start a business there? No, it is not necessary, since 100% foreign ownership is possible in free zones. A lot of people live outside of UAE while they are investing their money inside UAE. However, most of them require a general manager who is a UAE resident. Just you can put general manager, okay, to manage your own business. Sure, it is sure. You cannot manage your business without manager. يعني in Arabic على الأقل يكون في مدير يكون يحمي هالبزنس أو يديره. أي شيء بحاجة إلى إدارة جيدة. In this point, I can tell you about my theory in teaching law. Many students asked me about if we study law, we have to memorize all articles of laws. For example, civil law, criminal law, constitution law. Constitution, that means دستور, القانون الدستوري. هل سنحفظ كل هذه القوانين بأرقام القوانين؟ I will answer you no. I believe in some ideas that if I want to create a good generation, a legal generation, I will teach them how to understand law, how to know how to use the law, not memorize articles of law, because the successful lawyers don't know a lot about the number of articles. When they need those articles, they will go to books and read the articles. But I will let you know how to go to this law, not to another law. Okay? So I will give you the skills, okay, how to choose the law which is suitable for your case, okay? So the modern way to teach law, not to memorize all numbers of articles, just understand law, love law, because when you love law, the law will protect you and give you a good future. Let me continue now. Do I need to rent an office in UAE? Yes. You are required to have a physical address in the country. To even qualify for a license, you will need to have a valid lease يعني هو عقد الإيجار for an office or warehouse space. So you need a place, sure. Especially if you establish mainland company, you need a place, sure, to communicate with customers. For example, if I'm your customer and I need to take a service from your company, how can I contact you if you don't have a physical address? So the government in the beginning, when I said at the beginning of this lecture, needs the address of shareholders, okay? This is the point, because we have to let all people know the address of this company, to contact with them. If I have a problem, I can go to the court and fix their address. يعني in Arabic فينا نقول العنوان أو اللي نعرف الاختصاص المكاني للمحاكم في حال وجود أي مشكلة. To even qualify for a license, you will need to have a valid lease for an office or warehouse space. حتى تحصل على الترخيص أنت لازم يكون عندك مكان تسجل فيه هالترخيص. New question also. Now I will remind you, don't forget to write your questions, please. Here, I'm here to help you how to establish your own business in the future. Okay. Now, let me speak now about how much does it cost to start a business in UAE. Oh, it's very famous and important questions. This question, I asked a lot about it because there are many students need to establish their own business, but they ask, كم يكلف؟ كم يحتاج إذا أنا بدي أفتح business بالمكان الفلاني? So it is a common, very, very, very common question. I brought for you an example from Dubai. If you need to establish a commercial business, small commercial business, not industrial, not related to tourism or agriculture. Just we will talk about general commercial business. To set up an onshore business, أي business بري موجود على البر in Dubai, that will cost minimum 34,000 dirhams plus 340. That equals in dollars $9,350. The ranking note and requires payment of fees will divide it as the following: 15,000 dirhams for a general trading license، يعني الرخصة التجارية بتكلف will cost 15,000 dirhams plus fees for 10,000 dirhams to Dubai municipality. That means البلدية in Arabic. Sure, البلدية will take money to service us. Some people ask me, what is the advantage of municipality? Okay, I will answer him because I'm studying law, so I know the advantages of this site or of this foundation. For example, the municipality give us the protection, give us the places to establish our business. So I can say in my own language, municipality will give me the cover, the legal cover, will help me, will give me all what I need in this area, because it has the responsibility for all people under its umbrella. So it is very important to pay for municipality. And we have also 3,000 dirhams to the Ministry of Economy. Sure, that will be fees, and 1,200 dirhams to Dubai Chamber of Commerce, غرفة دبي التجارية. That was an example for your own business. I think that number will not be high, that's it, will not be expensive. I think that's good and affordable. We can say affordable. Yeah, affordable means بالإمكان أنها بإمكان كل الناس إنه establish their own businesses. So I encourage you to establish your own business, as I heard before from you, in medicine sector, in agriculture sector, in language sectors, in hospitality, technology, law, languages, anything you can establish your own business, and that will not cost you a lot. Let we continue by answering the common questions. Which emirate to choose for my business? Many students in my lectures and my classes ask me a lot, what is the best emirate I have to establish my business in? Is it Dubai? Is it Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi because it is the capital? Many questions related to this point. I answer my students, as you are aware, there are 7 emirates in the UAE, and each one has its free zone. I tell my students, no problem. That depends, where do you live? It's better to establish your business in the place you live. If you live in Dubai, it's better to you to establish it in Dubai. Sure, to keep you beside your business and to manage your business. If you will be the manager, if you will be the owner, if you choose a sole company, sole partnership. So إذا كنت مختار شركة فردية فيك أنت تأسسها بمكان إقامتك، هذا أفضل إشي. وأنا على كل الأحوال in each emirate you will find free zone and mainland companies. You can establish any kind of company that will suit with your money, your nature of your activity, nature of your activity, that means طبيعة نشاطك اللي أنت حتختاره. هذا بيتطلب كل اللايسنس المطلوبة من الجهات الحكومية الموجودة بكل إمارة. إذن as a result, you can establish your own business in any emirate, any place, and you will find a good facilities for your own business, because around the UAE, all laws are good and suitable to invest your money, really suitable, because I studied a lot about many commercial. I will not tell you that all commercial laws all over the world, sure. We live and we're still learning during our life. We will become 100 years old and we will still learn. So I read a lot about many commercial laws all over the world. I found that the law in UAE is very good and suitable to establish small business or big business. It is suitable for all kinds of business. So you can establish your money safely. Now, I will reuse the menti.com by asking you a new question, and I want you to guess the answers. What is the percentage of foreign ownership of commercial projects in the UAE according to the new law? Give me answers. I will give you 1 minute to give me answers. Now you can use Mentimeters. Go and use your code. The code will be 834-8716. 50. What else? 20. What else? 90. More. I need more. Yeah. More. Amazing participation. Really, I appreciate your participation. Good. Anyway, good. More. Yeah. Good. Very nice challenge. Very nice. Really great. It's great. That reflects that you are reading a lot for new laws. About 3 weeks ago, the government gave us a new laws about this issue. Okay, I will give you more time if you want to change your answers, your suggestions, no problem. You can guess. But anyway, this result, I can tell you that it is very good result. That will reflect me the level of your education. If you are in school level, but I think you know a lot about your country. If you are a citizen or about your country, really the foreign people feel that UAE is their country, really. They feel good in this country. So they will, all of us trying to read about the new laws in this country because we are living here in UAE. So the new laws which come before 3 weeks ago, establish 100% for the foreign people can ownership of commercial projects in the UAE according to the new law. So the correct answer will be the second one, 100%. So they can establish their money by 100%. So this percentage was in the free zone, but nowadays you can establish your own business in mainland companies or free zone companies. Now, I prefer to listen to your questions. If you have questions, you can, I can answer your question. Check the question. You can write your questions. I have a lot of questions here. I try to answer all of your questions. Fadl, where can we ask the question? Anytime, Fadl. I'm waiting now. I'm collecting your answers now. Now I'm giving you a time to send me your answer. We don't need article of association for a partnership. No, we don't need. We don't need. You are asking if we need an article or not. No, we don't need association for a partnership. We don't need. We have just to send to government their his details, his information, his CV. That's it. That and also that depends the kind of partnership in which kind of companies he want to participate. Is it necessary to learn law to be power of attorney? What's the meaning of attorney? Attorney, it is the same for lawyer. So if you want to open an office, استشارات قانونية, we call it, for consultation, legal consultations, you have to study law, sure. Yeah, I understand your question that there is many sectors. Some people open offices for constructions, consultations, for example. So the engineer can open this kind of offices, but he has to take a license as a consultant to open this office. But if you want to establish a legal office, you have to study law. Please, 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 for people who want, or students who want to study law, don't feel afraid, because I'm telling you that not to encourage you to study law. No, just I want to correct the idea, the traditional idea of studying law. All of people speaking a lot about this sector. They are talking about that it is boring and you have to memorize a lot and keep in your mind oral articles, and it is not practical sector. No, I want to correct this idea. This is a really practical sector, and you will feel interesting in this sector. Why? Because you will take, for example, if you work as a lawyer, first day you will receive a case related to marriage results or divorce. Next case, you will receive a case related to penal law for any crime, kill, stealing. So that will be as adventure. You will not feel boring. Next case related to diplomatic sector or commercial sector, like a fight between two banks, for example. Yeah, you will not feel boring when you study law. Every time, every day, you will receive new information. You will know a lot about people. And there is another idea I have to mention about, that the person who is studying law need to know a lot about society, about geography, about history. Yeah, because you will asked by people about everything. When you stay in the society or sit any place, you will find a lot of questions from the people around you. So you will be an important man, you will be famous. So I mentioned that studying law is very nice and important. Can you tell me or tell us about real estate companies? Real estate, that means in Arabic العقارية, الشركات العقارية, yeah, those companies which they invest their money by building constructions, and they collecting money from the basic money which participants put or invest. For example, you can find those companies in YAS. You will find a lot of companies of those which they let us know more about the new buildings and encourage people to buy new houses, new studios. This is a real estate company. Real estate company has to take the license from the Ministry of Commercial Ministry or chamber, yeah, and need CV about partnership. Our partners need a lot information about to know by the government if they are qualified to do this job or this work or not qualified. In this case, I can mention you in many places. So you can go بغرفة التجارة بأبو ظبي. The name of the place دليل الرخص التجارية. I will tell you in Arabic because I know that if I use the idioms, legal idioms, that will make you confused. في نقطة بدبي اسمها اقتصادية دبي. إذا إحنا بدنا ال real estate companies, we have to go to اقتصادية دبي to start our real estate companies in Dubai. In Sharqa, we have a committee, it's named Shuruq. You can establish your own business in Shuruq. And also يوجد دائرة التنمية الاقتصادية في كل من عجمان ورأس الخيمة. I want, regarding this question, I can tell you some information. How can I know the nature of my business? Is it this business? Is it, for example, real estate business or not? Or it is construction business, for example, or service business? How can I know? You will go to a place in the Emirate, in fixed Emirate. If you are in Abu Dhabi, you will go to Abu Dhabi, المجلس الأعلى للإعلام will tell you if you related to this sector or not. And يوجد شيء اسمه التنمية الاقتصادية، هي اللي بتحدد لك مجالك. هذا النيتشر هو مناسب لأي نشاط، وبناء عليه you will take the license and you will pay the fees. Okay, that's it. When I read questions, I remember many information. I have a lot of information in my mind, and you, by your question, you are reminding me. What if I were to open an electronic stores? So what type of company is it? So perhaps the question not good quality, perhaps, but I understand what the student needs to ask about. You can, if you need to take electronic sector or store, for example, that depends on your money. If your money is a little bit, or you have a lot of money, so you want to establish a great or a big electronic store, for example, or toys store, for example, Toys R Us, for example, if you will own it in the future, I wish that you will have an important electronic store. That depends on your money, on your liability. If you want to take all the liability, I prefer you, and you have little bit of money, I ask you to start by general partnership company, شركة تضامنية أو شركة توصية بسيطة. The small one, those are, as I said before, people company. Depends on your reputation and your job, your efforts. What is the legal form? I said before, there are many legal forms for companies, which I gave you before. I can come back to the slide to show you the legal form. Let me go back to show you the legal form. Those are the legal form. You have to establish your own business by one of them, okay? You cannot create a form by yourself. You have to establish your own business by one of them. You will ask me why I cannot create my own form. I can tell you, when the law creates the shapes by itself, القانون بيقدر يعرف هو شو عم بيعمل. So the law will put a good limitation, a good rules to protect your job. So the law knows that if you have a little bit money and your responsibility high, so the law will advise you to open a limited partnership or general partnership. He insert the rules in way to be suitable for your own business. So trust the law. The law will protect you and protect your future. Don't worry about it. So you have to establish your own business by one of those. Just don't seek to create your own form. Let we come back to the questions. Nice. I appreciate your participation. Really, I like it. Very, very, very nice questions. A free zone meaning business permission without any job. Yes. Okay. Free zone related to tax and related to ownership. In the previous, free zone was 100% owned by foreign people. But nowadays, the case will be equal, okay, with the mainland companies from 3 weeks ago. But that depends also on the tax. The tax in free zone is less than mainland companies' taxes. Okay. We have many free zones in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai. Let's start the question from the beginning. What are obligations or limitations of residence visa holder has to acquire legal permission to invest in buying real estate property? There is no limitation. Anyone has a good or correct or legal visa, legal documents, can establish in real estate companies and can buy from them. So, for example, you can deal with those real estate companies in Yas, in Masdar, in many places, Al Munira. You can find this place, Al Munira, I think, yeah. They establish a very amazing and beautiful buildings. So you can establish there or buy there. I understand to mainland transparency and for avoiding any legal issue, the bank requires to see the source of income. Sure. I can explain this point that you need a paper from the bank to know the source of those money, legal source or illegal source. In Arabic, we call this قانون غسيل الأموال أو قانون حماية الأموال عشان إحنا نتأكد إنه أموالك جاية من مصدر مشروع. The legal source. Okay, so for example, if you want to transfer money from UAE to another country, for example, I will tell you the practical procedure, really, because I promised you from the first that our lecture will be useful. So you will face a practical procedure. For example, if you want to deal with Al-Ansari, okay, all of you know Al-Ansari. This is a company for transferring money. For example, if you want to send money, the amount will be 100,000 dirhams. If you want to send it to any place, Al-Ansari will refuse to send the money if you don't bring the source of money. So if you took the money from your account of the bank, for example, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, for example, you put your money in that bank, you will take a letter from this bank to show it to Al-Ansari to accept sending those money for you. This was an example. This was an example about how to save your money and to keep the source of money legal, to protect our projects. And this is the good quality law to protect our project, حماية للأموال. We have a lot of questions. I wish to answer all of those questions. Dr. Lina, if I am under 18 and I want to start a small business from home, is it not legal? Yes, if you are under 18, you have to take a permission from the judge. We can call it in Arabic في شيء اسمه الأفعال النافعة نفعاً محضاً والأفعال الضارة ضرراً محضاً. إذا أخذت permission من القاضي الشرعي بيسمح لك إنك تعمل أعمال مفيدة، وخصوصاً إذا قدمت like certificate or explaining to the judge that you need to start your own business and you are qualified من الناحية العقلية والإدراكية. So you will take a permission. And I know a lot of people under 18 and took this permission from the judge and started their own businesses, and that's it. No, there's no problem about that. But really, that is a very good issue, really, because the judge protects us from ourselves. Protect myself from ourselves, because as you know, people under 18 perhaps will act badly or don't know what he is doing in this moment. So I tell you that when I was 18, I'm not the same now. Now I can think more, I can understand more, blah, blah, blah. You will develop your skills by time. Okay, is it necessary to learn how to be a power of attorney? I answered this question. I have emailed 3 people about an issue about my group, but no one replied. What should I do? Okay, dear, don't worry about the groups, because our colleagues in IT will contact you and send you an email and solve your problems. Sure, because they are crowded now, so they cannot answer all of people or all of students in the same time. So sure you will receive an email by solving your problem. Why do you wanna be 100-year-old and learn? A very nice question, really. I want to live with my students to be 100 years. I like that. I love to stay with my students. Really, I like my students. I adore them. I love them because I deal with them as my friends, my sisters, brothers, daughters, sons. I like my students, but I mentioned this idea to let you know that don't forget a point that when you're still alive, you still learn. You still learn day by day. So next year, you will be more qualified, more information, you will gain more information than the previous year. الكمال لله وحده كما يقال، ونحن بنضل بشر وبنضل بنتعلم. I like it, really, I like it. The most important thing is that I'm very happy, I'm glad to be with you today. In general, in winter camps, add me a lot of experiences, really. Although you can say that you are younger than me, okay, so you will not give me information, or you will not give me new skills. No, 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 no. I will take skills from all people around me, really. If you are younger than me, you will give me more, because I will know more about your world, your thinking. So you let me know more how to deal with my kids. How to start business with no investment. كيف فينا اوكي كتير كويس. I will let you know more about something new online. Nowadays we have to start you can start your business online. That's it. There is a service, its name Basher. أكيد كلكم, all of you heard about Basher. This service online, it is amazing service. Really, you can establish your own business during 15 minutes. Just insert your information, and this information or this application will send to authorized sector to evaluate your business, and then they will send you the license which you have to get or to take. Okay, so you can create your own business nowadays from Basher. How long does it take to get a planet in the space sector? Also, does each license have its own registration law? You also mentioned that there is a space sector in the university. What is the name of the program? I remember that there is a program in Abu Dhabi University gives this education it was in engineering, I suppose, in engineering college. It is amazing and great. And you can ask our colleague in the registration department. All of them are qualified to help you and assist you if you want to register in this program. If I want to start an online business, should I have a department? No, you cannot take, it's not necessary to take a department if you want to start your own business online. You will just take a place on the internet, on the network. Okay, so you will pay money for taking a place or at least rent a place on the network. You will pay yearly, your money yearly. So creating your own business online is amazing, and you can do it by yourself at home, and you will not pay a lot for this kind of business. General business. There are a lot of questions, but most of them are I answered about them during my lectures. Yes. Now I'm happy. I'm very, very happy to contact with you today in this lecture, and I promise you to help you. If you face me or you can see me or contact me, you can take my email from registration, and if you want to ask any question about law, I'm here to assist you and to help you and answer and reply your question. Thank you for attending our class today. Thank you for my colleagues and my bosses. Really, I appreciate their efforts. I'm happy to be a member in Abu Dhabi University, because we are working as a family. Really, we are a family, and we love all of us each other. So we are working together as one person. So anyone can help you in the future, and you can ask any department to give you any information you want. Thank you to attending our class. Thank you all. And I'm sorry for unanswering all of your questions. If you find that your question not answered, you can ask my colleague Omar to send it to me to answer by email. Thank you, all of you. Thank you all. I appreciate your effort, and I wish you the best in your future. In any career you will choose in the future. If it is engineering, a commercial career, media, anything, I wish you the best. And I believe in your skills, because this generation is perfect, is amazing, has a lot of skills, technical skills. I appreciate you and I wish you the best. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Thank you.